welcome to another episode of Fairly Average, where we talk geek, pop culture, and whatever else interesting in the world, and whatever we find on the internet. Here's my co-host, Skippy Reyes, and our whole friends! Woo! That's a lot of people, so I'm going to introduce you. This is like the friend cast.
We have like 5 friends. We're so popular.
There's like 100 people here. I don't know what you're talking about.
So that's Carly, Kirk, George, Cameron, Isaac, who you, of course, know from our regular shows. He's our usual. And his new thing, Jared, who's super awesome.
Yay.
As far as we know.
Yeah. So, how are you guys doing?
Me as Carly is good.
Pretty
I want everybody to know whose voice this is when they hear my excellent critiques.
Or her crazy stuff. She's saying some crazy things tonight.
Yeah. My name's Kirk. I'm doing pretty well. I just had Del Taco, so I'm satisfied.
Put a little vodka in your cherry Dr. Pepper?
No. Of course not.
You put a long shot in.
I'm George. I'm excited to see where this goes.
I'm kind of scared where this might go because there's so many people. God damn it.
And this is Cameron, and I'm excited. I've never done a podcast before. I feel like I'm going to be the breakout star.
He's going to be the Karen Sharp.
Yes, I'm going to be Karen Sharp.
Was Cameron the new queen bee?
I'm too straight to
and the current
I guess we'll find out.
Karen Sharp
stay
is on the
tuned.
coast.
Hello. This is
I am
Karen
too.
Sharp.
I don't know.
The coast.
The coast.
The coast.
Coast.
Hey, I listen to. Hey, I listen like my DJ goes big boy, and then there's a cowbell. So we have differing tastes, to say the least.
So recently on our last podcast, we talked a little bit about. Sorry.
Y'all totally skipped me,
Yeah,
but that's okay.
I skipped Jared.
Drum roll.
That.
It's okay. So,
Yes.
I'm Jared, and I'm hoping to play Devil's Advocate tonight.
Oh.
Scary. It's going to be right on the middle.
Wait, what's your sign?
What's my sign?
Oh my god.
Gemini.
That is such
I'm
a
not sure
Taurus
how
thing
to
to
spell it,
say.
right? I'm like, how is that relevant?
As an Aries, let's get back on track and talk about
So on our last podcast, we talked a little bit about like our pre-gaming for Star Wars: The Force Awakening, and we saw it. Some of us in here willingly, some of us not willingly. We're not going to talk about The Force Awakening today, though. We're going to save that for a later podcast. This is our friend cast. We're going to talk about some fun things in the news, and then we're going to speed date each other. Just to see how well we know each other.
Gross.
Right?
Gotta strike while the iron's hot on that Force Awakens podcast 2 weeks later.
I know. No, I wanted to do it with some people that really, really...
Enjoy Star Wars.
Yeah, so...
Who have seen Star
it's
Wars.
gonna be sorry, Isaac will not be there.
I will not be here. I will be in Malibu.
He'll be off running away. So,
There's in your pink convertible?
Yes.
first thing on our docket that we want to talk about was, of course, the very, very famous Steve Harvey. I was thinking Ed Hardy than Steve Harvey.
I'm sorry.
Steve Harvey, Miss Universe mix-up. God damn it, I mixed up.
Well, I personally think he's an idiot. Because, no, he says a lot of stupid shit about, like, women, gay men. So, I mean, no wonder he blundered. I just think he's an idiot.
I think it was all a setup so we would all talk about Miss Universe and not discuss how misogynistic the whole enterprise is.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like Steve Harvey because he hosts Family Feud. That's all I have to say. Okay, has anybody actually seen the little card that he was supposed to read off of?
It
was
was
super
really
tiny.
confusing.
It was all weird. The placement was off. And not to mention, it's like nerve-wracking. So.
Yeah, it said second runner-up like USA.
Yeah, exactly.
I want Kirk to talk about more about how much of an asshole he is.
Well, no, I'm not going to touch on that. I just think he's an idiot. No racial things. 'Cause I've seen a lot of people say a lot of horrible things about him just because in regards to, like, race and stuff. So,
Yeah.
But, I mean...
Well, back to the card. I still think he's an idiot because it was very simple to read. Like, and if it's your job, you're hired to announce the winner. You should look at it beforehand. Like, a test run, please.
All I'm hearing George say is that Steve Harvey can't read.
Okay, you know what I love, though? A beautiful female friendship resulted. Now the two winner and runner-up are friends forever, for life, 5 ever.
That's...
I think Miss Columbia is going to attack Miss Philippines. but that's just me.
No, Miss Columbia was bitchy. Didn't you see her in her, they had videos after, and, like, all the, like, Latina girls were like, Miss Columbia, no! And Pia, like, trying to, like, come in and, like, give her a hug, because if you look at the video one, Pia's, like, super confused. She's like, what the fuck is going on? And Miss Columbia, like, she's mad. She is fucking mad. But she has to be nice, you know? That's what they need her to do. And so when she tries to come in, like, all the Latino girls were like, oh no, like, this is my bae right here, Miss Columbia, and they were really rude to Pia. So I thought that was funny.
I think that's just what's supposed to happen. Like, that's the way it's all set up. We're all supposed to...
What?
I'll just tap out.
I was getting sidelong glances. I will just let people know for voicing my opinion. # misogyny in the room.
I think it was all a setup.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I think a proper crown snatching was in order.
I don't know why she didn't break the crown up into little pieces. A la Mean Girls.
I mean, if we think about it, how many of us are going to watch the pageant next year to see
Yeah.
if there's another blunder?
I won't.
Not me.
Did anyone watch it?
I watch it every year.
No.
I didn't even know that was still a thing. I thought they canceled it when Donald Trump's thing got
NBC
canceled.
canceled it, like airing it, so I guess it got aired on some other.
He sold.
thing.
Donald Trump recently sold his stake, or I don't know if he owned it outright, but he sold whatever.
He sold it to IMG, so that like model talent.
All I
agency
know
thing.
is I auditioned for shit. What's Donald Trump's new show or show?
Apprentice?
Apprentice,
got
Celebrity
fired from that
Apprentice,
too.
and I did not get on. So
What were you going to sell
I didn't know you
as the apprentice?
my necklace. Oh yes, segue.
Carly's selling her body on Etsy now.
It's going fast right now, seriously.
I like the memes that came out of it with Steve Harvey, like, effing up. I especially like the kind of, the ones where it's like when your girlfriend wants to go to, like, your Christmas party, but it's like, nope, take the crown off her.
What?
I thought the memes were funny.
Yeah. When Babe promotes you to main chick and it's, you know, taking the crown off one girl and putting it on the other. It's misogynistic, but
Yeah, I was
it's
gonna say
funny.
I'm feeling.
I like the. Oh.
What about that post he put, Happy Easter on Christmas Day?
That's why I think it's all set up.
Yeah. He
Steve
doesn't
Harvey
care.
is not that funny.
He's Steve Harvey. He's paid to, like, be like... I mean, has anyone seen, like, the new Family Feud? It's all, like, questions to get people to say penis on TV. And then Steve Harvey's like, you can't say that on TV.
But that's why Family Feud is great.
Can I just say, he overreacts.
Of course, he knows he's on TV. And then they get, like, weirdos to come on say naked grandma.
And they're clearly lined up for sexual innuendos. So they're not
Yeah,
that
they
far.
got it like, what's something you rub in bed late at night?
But Steve Harvey's like a comedian. Did anybody seriously expect him to do this flawlessly and like on point and very?
When you're being
you
paid
know.
the big bucks, I would expect it. He wasn't being paid to be funny, was he?
But who
But he's
thought
a-
that it'd be a good idea to have Steve Harvey as a host of
Thank you.
a pageant show?
I don't
I
know.
give Steve Harvey the same credit I give any other person who runs a pageant show. So not a lot.
I know, like, how many pageants have you been to, Carly?
I've auditioned for quite a few.
Miss Montana
That's why
over
she
here.
hates everyone. Yeah,
Miss
I've always
Montana's
been
3
rejected.
years
She's
running.
yeah, she's really bitter.
I'm
Speaking
Miss
of,
Southridge.
speaking
Barely.
of bitter,
Buy Carly's jewelry.
recently in the news, there was one of my favorite things that has come out of the news in a long time. That was terrible.
That was terrible.
That was really terrible wording.
Your segues need
Your ice is
work.
being,
I
Get
do.
the planner.
Transitions.
The Swan Love. God, is that really how they spell the name of the company?
Yes.
LUV? They
Coming out,
deserve to be burned to the ground
Yes.
for that.
coming out of Seattle, there is now a business that started that will help you pay for your wedding. They will give you up to $10,000 on loans for you to be able to get married, and they give you that amount based off an assessment of how strong they think you are as a couple. And the only rule is you only have to pay it back as long as as long as you don't get divorced, you don't have to pay it back. If you get divorced, then you guys split the loan.
The bill down the middle.
Yeah, plus interest.
Going Dutch on a wedding.
But of course, if one of them is the aggressor, then that person, if it's their fault you're getting a divorce, then that person has to pay for the whole thing. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
You mentioned that they like assess your marriage and like your potential. What is the criteria for that? Like,
I don't know.
That's I would really like to
They
investigate
make you
that.
take one of those "How strong is your relationship" Facebook quizzes.
At answers.com.
Like you
That's
got
nice.
a winky emoji, so we're gonna give you $7,000.
I would fake getting married, get the $10,000, and then just like live my own life and use that money elsewhere. I'm not gonna spend that much money on the wedding.
All gay marriages are fake anyway, right?
Truth.
I feel like this is all part of the wedding industrial
Oh my
complex. And I feel like that's something we need to touch on as women, Jocelyn. We feel a lot of pressure to spend a lot
That's
of
not my
money
name on the
our
show,
wedding.
Carly. It's Joss Ford. Sometimes Joss Javari. Get it right.
I'm sorry.
Clearly, a friend who has never listened to an episode before.
I just use
Just kidding.
full names here. I'm
quote
sorry.
unquote friend.
Quote unquote.
You could have just said John.
Carly
Okay,
says my
marriage
birth name.
industrial
I just want
complex.
to talk about the wedding industrial complex as a thing, and that's it. That's all. I have to
What
say.
is the wedding industrial complex?
Spending like $10,000 on a wedding dress.
feeling pressured to spend a shitload of money on your wedding, or the idea that you need a wedding to be fulfilled in life.
But I do need a wedding.
And this is part of that. This is part of that. We're all gonna get loans to take out some, and then go have some tacky ass wedding
Technically-
at some fucking banquet hall.
But technically, it's
And
not
have-
a loan if you stay married.
Wait,
it is
it's
a
not?
gift.
It's a gift. Yeah.
It's a gift.
So they're
So-
betting. I bet they have something to
But-
figure out whether or not you'll get divorced.
You know what's the scary part
Personally,
though?
I think everyone should get divorced.
What if low-income people take out these loans and then
not
are
a loan.
afraid to get a divorce because they're in an abusive relationship? Oh wait, they have abusers, right?
Yeah.
The abu-
Do you have a clause for that?
They have a- okay.
clause.
But how do you prove if the person is abusive?
That's a good
Wait,
question.
what if you just don't like them and you lie about it? Now the other person
I'm
has to pay
sure-
back the money, and now there's a whole thing going on.
This is an awful idea.
I love it though. Like, I think it's great as a business. They're definitely playing it to the cards. There's a 75% chance that your marriage will fail, so they're gonna make money off of it.
I don't think we should ever incentivize marriage because I think marriage is an awful institution.
Well, most people.
Tax breaks.
But love
And with
wins.
that, a lot of things that come with marriage, they should be afforded to people that are single regardless. Like why are certain like rights afforded only to people who are in marriages? That's ridiculous.
Like tax breaks.
Yes, echo, George. love.
I didn't hear any snaps for me.
Snaps.
Oh my god!
So many snaps for that,
your own
George.
snaps.
So eloquent. I love it.
But what if people have like fake marriages where you spend like $10 on the actual wedding and you just pocket the rest of the money?
Oh, that's your
That's
money.
called smoke.
I would do that.
That's called
I would
con
get
artists.
married so many times, but then
I'm
you
sure.
can't.
I'm sure.
But
That's
yeah.
American as
I would.
fuck.
I would.
Wait, what happens if the spouse dies?
Yeah.
That is a good question.
That is a good question.
I
I
would
don't think
think
that
you did.
article touched on it.
You're not divorced though.
So
You're
it's
just
basically like
married
Yeah.
until the person dies, and then
Yeah.
you're not married
Oh,
anymore.
But
So
now,
let's
what if
do you
people are
part?
killing these people they're married,
Yeah.
so they can keep getting married and get
People
more
do
money?
that for life insurance.
Isaac,
They're gonna collect the life insurance plus $10,000 for their new wedding.
I'm
People who
so-
are killing people for life insurance are never smart enough to
Exactly.
make it
And they're
not look like a
sloppy.
murder. I've seen enough.
Unless they're
Dateline.
so smart that they haven't gotten caught yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Jared,
not
your
advocating
thoughts?
for that.
My thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why. I think it's just very silly. Like who wants to like bargain on? Yeah, that one?
From-
Yes, you want to do it?
From a business perspective, it's so stupid because people usually don't get divorced for at least 5 years. So there's 5 years where you're not making any money.
But
then
they have
collect
different people
5
coming
years of
in.
interest.
The first 5 years might be difficult ones, and they won't know the results. But after that, people that are getting married, they're going to have continuously income every single year. Because let's be honest, most people divorce within the first 5 years, anyways.
Who are their investors?
I have
Yeah.
no
How
idea
do
how they get this money.
How popular is this? And who's marketing it?
And where can we
That's
get it
what I
done?
want to know. Yes.
Where can we bring it to
Yeah.
Fontana?
I need $10,000 because I have a debt to settle.
Now, the only
Who
thing
wants to
I
marry
I would
me?
get fake married in a heartbeat. for
what I
$10,000.
want next is people to start giving out loans for quinceañeras.
Oh my god!
And
Yeah.
if you cry once at your quince, that's it, honey. You gotta pay it all back.
Speaking
How
of
do they
if
get
you
their
place
money
it at your
back if you
quince,
don't
that's it.
make it to
close to quinceañeras is
No.
16-year-olds. And what happens at 16-year-olds? Moving on to our next story. That is an awful segue.
what happens at 16?
There, to 16-year-olds, now you have driving laws. You have to be 16 to have a hoverboard, to have a
quote
legally.
unquote hoverboard.
Okay, I feel so passionate about this. Just the etymology of the term hoverboard. They are not hovering on the ground. These
Exactly.
are wheels, 2 wheels, and you need like core strength of like a god to operate one of these things. And I think it's just completely
Amen.
yes.
You're dumb as fuck if you buy one of those. And this is where we know, okay? Some dumb little rich kids are going around with those, and then Wiz Khalifa gets tackled in the airport. Yeah,
Wait, why do you get tackled?
I
by
honestly,
because he's black.
this is horrible. This is horrible. But those bratty little kids, I would love it for them, those things to catch on fire while they're on it.
They
I know
do.
that sounds
Most
horrible.
assuredly
They do, they catch on fire.
Explode
But
on
while they're
people.
on it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Today I'm learning you might be a serial killer.
I say crazy shit and I'm not sorry about it. Please don't play this when I want to be president one day because it's gonna haunt me.
Wait, Jess, how are you just learning that Isaac is probably a serial killer? Like
I don't-
tonight?
I think I tried to like block it, you know,
I think so.
excuse it.
She usually censors me.
What if you get married on hoverboard?
Do you still get the $10,000?
Yeah, that's a clause. They said no, absolutely
No
not.
hoverboard.
Your marriage is doomed to fail if that happens. Just like if you have one of those stupid like marriage like wedding like dances that you post on YouTube.
Oh my
Those
God.
marriages are all gonna fail.
What's
Or if you wear Converse at your wedding.
Wow.
wait? What's the logic behind the whole 16-year-old thing? Like, why are they
Because
not?
that's when you can drive.
But you can operate a.
Because they're vehicles.
Are they technically?
It's like motorized. isn't it?
Motorized.
Anything that can explode is a vehicle under California law.
Is there an age limit for segways? Is there an age limit for like
Scooters?
what if I want to drive an electric skateboard?
What if, like, here's my question:
Isn't
like,
that a
how are
segue?
you gonna enforce it? Like, if you see a person
Yeah.
on a hoverboard, are you actually gonna pull them over?
I'm gonna push them off.
What if they're like, what if they're 40 and they just look really young?
Yeah.
Like, you're
I mean,
the
it's
name
the-
of your esthetician, man.
It's the whole idea of like police just like constantly like hovering over you. You have that fear, you know. Like I know plenty of people who drive illegally without a license. You know,
not.
I'm not gonna say any names. Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
but
even
like,
in this circle.
but I mean, like, how many times do you like go to Target and not have your seatbelt on? You know, like,
Not me.
Never.
I'm not dying.
Nope, I don't want to die when I go to Target. It's awful.
Going to Target in this area is like the worst place to not have your seatbelt. There's like drunk people out there at 2 o'clock in the
I don't know.
afternoon.
Honestly, I just think that hoverboards are the dumbest thing that's come out of like this like
Right next to the man bun.
year.
And with that said, I really want to try one.
The only reason why,
Honest.
the only reason why I would want to try one is so I can wear like this really long dress cape thing and
wait.
like have it
Are we-
under so I can be ethereal as hell.
That's cool.
Are we hating
Would you
on it
buy
because
it?
we can't afford one?
I mean, I can go on Amazon and get one, but
Wait,
eh.
how much are they?
Yeah.
Like 300, 400,
If you get a
500.
cheap one that's gonna explode the next day
It's
and
like
probably
$30.
injure your cat, probably like 150.
Yeah, so you
No,
get,
I
like,
think they're
an
more
expensive
expensive than
one
that.
for $199.
Soldier Boys hoverboard company named the Soldier Boards. They recently
Is that
they
what he's
recently
doing
ha-
now?
Yes.
Oh my god,
He
that's
had,
so sad.
he had to pay like $115,000 back to a card company because a bunch of credit cards got stolen and then used to buy his soldier boards. So they're that in demand where people are committing mass fraud so they can get their hands on them. Probably to resell them.
I have a question. Can you do the Soldier Boy on the Soldier Boy?
If someone posts a video of them doing the you on a soldier board, I'll give you money.
I would just like to go on record and say that I endorse credit card fraud.
It's a victim
Marriage fraud, insurance fraud. We know, Carly. We know.
Anything with the word fraud in it, Carly's all about it.
She is a fraud.
Boo.
We just got real here.
So real.
So,
Surreal.
would you get a hoverboard? Let's go around the room.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
No, I would try it, but I would never spend my own money
I
on
would
that.
Try it before you buy
I
it.
would buy one of the defective ones to kill my spouse when I got a loan from Swan's Love.
Yes.
Yeah, no. I would fall and break my neck.
I think it's the epitome of laziness. Like, if you can't walk down the street, then you don't deserve it.
Oh my gosh, some people can't walk.
This is
I don't know.
Stop being an ableist. God.
one down.
Wait, if you can't walk, how can you, like, hover on the hoverboard?
I don't know.
I don't know.
They put metal
Stop being
rods.
an ableist.
I'm just having, like, a real moment.
I would be
A
terrified
real
if we're
question.
being real.
How much money would it take to build a BB-8 to ride around on? Because I'd want that.
Oh my
What's it
God.
called? What is
Yes.
it?
No, BB-8s can be ridden on. They have like their own autonomy. You can't ride on
What the
one.
fuck is a BB-8?
What-
It's a new
yeah, we
R2D2.
have to-
No!
The
Star
spinny
Wars?
thing from the Star Wars.
They're
Orange.
sentient beings.
Yeah, it has feelings. If you just ride around
So
on
are
it,
horses. So do horses.
well,
Weren't people trying to assign a gender to that
BB.
thing?
BB-8.
That
People are
thing.
so uncomfortable.
That genderless
too.
being.
Yeah. Did you ask
It's a
BB-8
motherfucking
its
robot.
pronouns?
Yeah, like
You're all laughing, but I'm not.
That's what makes it funny. Okay, Carly, if you really want us to, what are your pronouns?
Now I feel like you're mocking me, but it's she or her.
Okay.
Me too.
mine
Hers
is him,
is-
her, or which.
Which is good.
Mine is just hers.
I'm
Is,
gonna alternate between the three.
Great.
Just to mess with you.
Yeah.
Damn, it's silent. So moving on with other things to entertain us, adult coloring books have recently been in the media because they're, one, not only really popular on Instagram, everyone's sharing their damn fucking coloring. I'm bitter. Anyways.
okay, I'd just like to say, as an owner of one of those adult coloring books, I bought it a few months ago, maybe in September, maybe August. Those things are so relaxing. I color for like 4 hours a day.
Again, serial killer.
Are we talking about coloring books for adults or like XXX content? It's
A little bit of both.
So, the coloring book I have, it's like penises, but they're like really intricate. Like the vagina is such a like, I never knew how beautiful it really was. And so I colored it in.
So the top 8 best-selling books on Amazon are in fact coloring books, some which do have adult content and others which are just paisley.
I feel like, to be
Paisley.
honest, like, and I know that some of us use adult coloring books here, but I do kind of feel like it's like the dumb way out. It's like if you want to relax, read a book, like, you know, like you're literate and an adult.
Some people can't read books.
Exactly. I'm
I
illiterate,
can't read.
Cameron.
Yeah.
That's why I do this
read.
podcast.
I just like, I don't know. It's fine if you want to color, but it shouldn't be a replacement for. And I feel like what you just said, that makes me so sad. That's like the most popular books are like they're not books,
Yeah.
they're coloring books.
That's
So
true.
it's so sad to me.
Me and Cameron were having a conversation, and do you guys remember? Swear, in high school and middle school, girls at our school used to bring like Hello Kitty coloring books to high school.
Chola girls were on that.
Yeah, they were on that, and then we fucking commodified it, and they were all up into it, but they already knew, like so many other things.
Ethnic cleansing.
Let's just let's just give them credit. Let's give them credit
Yeah,
now.
credit where
Let's
credit
give
is
them
due.
credit where credit is due. Because people give
Isn't
them
that-
looks,
Is that
and
where
now
you were-
it's all the thing.
That's where you were going, right?
No!
Yes, like, yes,
She
it
was
was.
talking
It's like-
about how this is cultural appropriation of cholas in high school.
It's like we're not giving them credit.
Yeah.
It's like tiny homes, you know? When poor people live in small homes, they're awful. When rich people live in small homes, they're great.
That is true. Those like,
Yeah.
seriously, that was a thing, right?
Yes!
Okay.
Cholas are always ahead of the curve.
Yeah, they
Honestly.
are.
They had hoverboards like in 2008.
Wait, I have a question. So these became popular because of Instagram?
I don't think so. I think
Or-
it's white people had nothing else to do.
No, because Target started to sell them, and now they have like 10 different kinds of books you can
No.
buy.
I actually saw a thing, but they started in the '60s, but I didn't read the whole article. So.
I think
Not really.
it's kind of irritating because it's, again, being marketed toward adults. But you could go to the 99-cent store and get yourself a coloring book. You can get yourself a coloring book, and it'll be the same thing.
The difference is I think these are more intricate than just like the regular ones.
And they're NSFW.
Yeah.
Our school had a during Vagina Monologues, CSUSB, Cal State, San Bernardino Women's Resource Center. They had a day where you can just color vaginas. It was Vagina Coloring Day, so it was supposed to be relaxing.
So they were just like Georgia O'Keeffe flowers, or
No, they were actual vaginas,
they
and
were,
you would
okay.
color them in like.
It was a
maple.
book full of different vaginas and like
Yeah.
vulvas and celebrating different shapes of like vulva culture.
I don't
George,
Vulva culture.
I'm not aware of it.
George, how did you personally feel about that?
Well,
I think that that's great.
Wouldn't it be like somebody saying your vagina should be this color and then you color it in? Isn't that like misogynistic?
I think it's great for women to be able to like celebrate the different
shades, and
Hues.
tones.
shades and shapes
Hues,
and tones
yeah.
of vaginas. I felt strange as a male coloring them. I felt like, am I taking up space doing this?
Or someone
Yeah.
without a vagina?
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
I don't even think we should be saying the word vagina.
Yeah.
No, I'm
vagina
just-
makes me feel uncomfortable.
We're gonna
I'm
beat
totally
them all out.
I mean, that's just the Latin word for sheep, isn't it?
Why don't men get to color penises?
That's called fucking every day.
Honestly, okay. Quick
And
story.
also, clarification, not all men have penises, not all women have vaginas.
Quick story.
Just the normal
Quick story
ones.
that brought
No,
that you said. Why
that's
can't we
awful.
color
That's
penises
no,
every day?
I don't support that.
Back,
I can't be on record with that. I know
back
better.
in college when when I was in the art department, there was graffiti on the walls, and you would think that, you know, you're in the art building, you're in the College of Art, you're gonna see cool things drawn on the thing, cool scribbles. I mean, there was a couple here or there, but a majority were penises and pandas. And no, seriously, there was pandas everywhere drawn on, and also penises everywhere.
What
Jocelyn,
does the
have
panda
you?
represent, though?
I have no idea.
Interracialness.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Has anyone else been to our nation's capital? There's a giant penis in the middle of it.
This is true.
But then
It's
the
oddly
Capitol
phallic.
building can be just one giant boob, maybe, to balance it out. But it's just one, so is that like
Add a
just one?
mastectomy.
If you look at
But everybody has boobs.
if you look at it from upwards, it's just one big ovary.
What is
Like
an
the
ovary,
Pentagon?
Isaac? Isaac, what is an ovary?
What about the Pentagon, Kylie? Like an aerial view of the Pentagon.
Does it open?
Yeah, there's like a big hole in it.
Yeah.
That's cool. But
Or that
that
Zaha
Olympic,
Hadid.
yeah.
There
I
was
need
one.
more sapphic images in my life. That's all.
Ugh.
We're surrounded by phallic images.
Well, to close up, I want to agree with Cameron that I think it is kind of depressing that our top 8 books are coloring books. I mean, yeah, as an artist, I appreciate that we're all getting to experience the joys that is coloring and, you know, thinking with color and line and shape. But it's also really upsetting that we can't, you know, just read books.
I'm just hearing that you value certain kinds of knowledges over other kinds of knowledges, and I don't appreciate that.
That's 100% true.
Maybe we shouldn't hierarchize any kind of knowledge.
I can't read.
You know what's really funny? George was actually going to get you. It's
What
your
were you
story.
gonna get? Who?
Oh, I was gonna get you an adult coloring book, but I didn't think you'd
Like
appreciate
NSFW
it.
or
I know, like a normal one.
Oh.
Yeah.
why normal?
It was like a
It was
Mandala.
like a
What-
mandala one.
Yeah.
Mandalas are pretty cool. Yeah.
I want to know, like, what are the NSFW images in the book?
Vaginas.
There's vaginas.
I heard
saw-
that was
I saw on
NSFW.
Facebook that there's like a gay porn one on Etsy.
Ugh.
Oh, interesting.
Why do you want to color that though? Like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but like, what's the point in
I
coloring?
think people try to like intermix their relaxation and also their like freakiness.
Shouldn't that be everybody's goal?
Who doesn't want to color with the heart on, right?
I don't know why that's.
And plus, you know
freaky.
what? It's funny because it might just be you're able to control the content you see, pornographic
Ooh.
images, instead of seeing like just a bunch of white guys on like Sean Cody or something. You're seeing like
Can
Be
you
able to create your own.
Can you
fetish.
explain for the
Yeah.
audience what Sean Cody is?
it's a gay porn site.
Yeah.
Look it up.
Some people didn't know.
Enter now for a 10% off code.
It's fairly average. Really, we don't have a code. Don't try it.
No, don't.
Yeah.
I want this podcast to be sponsored exclusively by like those like white
Sean
gay
Cody.
men's like porn sites. From
That'd be great. And in like the middle, we just have like, oh.
Wait, how would you know?
You guys, I found one. I found one.
Are you looking up gay porn?
I found
It looks like Tom of Finland stuff.
Oh wow.
They're only showing partial images.
Yeah.
But they
just
do.
show it on
They
Netflix.
do have one with assless chaps.
That's not good enough.
But it's awful. It's awful quality.
Well, if you want to control the stuff you're drawing, just draw it yourself.
Yeah,
Some
because that's not
people
really
can't
control.
draw.
It's still an
Yeah.
image.
Or what you do is you just print out pornography in black and white, and then you color it in.
But there's still going to be. I mean, if that's your issue, there's still only going to be very limited kinds of like body type.
Or you can draw your own pornography.
Yeah, that's what you got to do if you really want control.
My
Make your own
pornography will be
pornography.
stick figures with boobs and a uvula.
You can
Jocelyn,
also create your own
okay.
fan fiction.
what's your opinion on this?
So that's a little weird.
Why do you want to hear my opinion?
Oh no, because like I don't know, I feel like you're silent, and I don't want to hijack your like.
You are a white
Oh.
apologist.
This again. I don't know. Coloring, I don't know. I guess I'm just like kind of douchey about coloring books. Just draw it yourself. I think you have much more freedom. If you can't draw, then oh well,
Get over it.
get over it. Go to school, learn how to draw.
I can't draw. Okay.
Get over
I would
it.
be coloring stick figures for the rest of my life.
I
so.
like coloring my fish to look like gay rainbows. I really do.
Before you
Sam,
get yourself a coloring
already
book,
think,
get
man,
yourself
what
a
more
how to
do you
draw
want?
book.
Yeah, like step by step.
Where's that purple fish representation?
Can I just say that when I was like in 5th grade, I tried to learn how to draw, and my siblings made fun of me.
They shamed you, and that's shame
So
culture.
It is,
Yeah.
and I stopped.
I feel everybody should get a chance to draw.
I just want to clarify that she stopped because she was lazy. Like, just like she stopped learning the piano. That's why she stopped.
Someone
Ooh,
should've
shots fired.
Tiger bombed me.
I wish I could be lazy with food.
So moving on to our next thing, in a fun study, according to these researchers, if you put periods at the end of your text messages or in the end of
believe that.
sentences, you're an asshole.
So true.
Periods, like punctuation, not.
Now,
like
earlier
others.
we had Cameron being defensive.
Okay, this is the thing. I understand, like, if you say okay, period, yeah, clearly. But if I'm, like, having a multi-sentence text message and I split up the sentences with periods, I don't think that's me being an asshole.
Just
So
let
it's
it be a run-on.
No, it's not a run-on. It's like they're two separate ideas, and then I put a period after the first one and then not after the second
Separate
one.
it with a smiley or an LOL.
Okay, are you using
That whole
emojis?
explanation sounded
Because if
really
not, then you're
douchey.
a bitch.
Also,
It depends. It depends on the text message.
how do you do you write like whole blocks of text messages? Like,
No, I'm saying if it's like two sentences.
Okay.
Then I'm saying like after the first sentence, period. After the second sentence, no
or how
period.
about after the first sentence, send. After the second sentence,
No,
send.
that's annoying. I don't have like 7 text messages for the same like little block of information.
Can you have less complex conversations over text messages?
No, I'm too smart.
You can't hear it, but my eyes are rolling.
I want the studies to be done on people who use LOL excessively, because I use LOL too excessively, even
They're
when
fake.
I'm not laughing.
They're fake.
No
They're
one-
not actually
no one
LOLing.
knows.
I'm not.
If I'm using LOL with you, I do not like you. I'm like,
see-
LOL. That was stupid.
So I'm questioning the research.
I am
haven't
too.
seen it. It's probably correlational or regressed
And
or
correlation is
something,
not
but-
causation.
Exactly. So, secondly, I use proper grammar all the time in my text messaging. I'd like to think that I'm not a douchebag or an asshole.
Well, okay.
And
But when I say proper grammar,
I'd like
that
to think it.
kind
right?
of is always racist. Like I don't mean. It is. But, like what does that mean? It means like it
White
does mean
male
it's
The
an
assessment.
majority of the
Yeah.
time, I'm not an asshole, and I'd like to think that that's not,
I put
reflected.
LOL, haha, LMG, like in like the same sentence.
But those are just
Yeah.
like
That doesn't
social
mean you're an
condoms
asshole.
here,
That means
right?
you're annoying.
I just put
That's
LOL, LMG, haha. That's literally all I send.
Well, as a wise woman once told me, all men are pigs. Doesn't matter if you use
Okay, we're just ignoring Power.
She's
a
had
very,
Taylor
very
Magic.
wise woman once
She's
told me
delusional.
I mean, I go 50-50. Like, if I'm talking with a friend, it's not going to make sense to be a huge run-on sentence. If I'm talking to, like, a manager that's texted me or something, then I will use sentences. Or if it's like something that's got to be professional or to like
So
someone I'm working with.
situational.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
situational. If I'm talking to Isaac, it's like LOL, OMG, smiley face, turn up, peach.
Why are you using peaches with Isaac?
Girl, have you seen it? No, okay.
Eggplant.
But see, like personally, when I send somebody like proper punctuation or whatever, that means I fucking hate you. Like that means I'm mad at you. And then when I put the little smiley face upside down, that means you're a fucking idiot.
That smiley face is everything. It's like internal. You're like making a smile, but internally you're just screaming.
Yes.
It's like
Screaming.
So instead of proper English, we have to memorize and learn an entire new lexicon of communication.
Yes.
just for text
emojis
messages.
are becoming.
What is
a new-
proper English?
Yeah.
I use
English,
AAVE
well-
like exclusively.
I'm
Prepositions.
hopping on the GIF mobile, and I'm just gonna start sending GIFs. I'm not even gonna send
GIF.
Wait, but
GIF,
like
You
it's
Philistine.
GIF.
GIF.
It's
GIF.
GIF.
whatever.
I don't
What is-
care if that
I
person
don't
said
give a
GIF.
shit.
They
It's
don't know what
GIF.
they're talking
It's
about.
GIF.
But
They're
more
inventors.
I don't care if
And
Yeah.
actually, I have to disagree with the research. If someone writes okay dot, I think like okay, but if someone says okay no dot, like no period, I think okay.
Yeah. If they
I
don't
don't
put
know, I
KK, then I don't care.
Okay, anyone who
if they
puts
put
okay,
KKK,
the
they're
end of the
racist.
conversation is there.
Exactly. Why are you not putting KK?
KK.
I hate
What
KK.
does KK
I
mean?
hate
I hate
KK. So rude.
What about
There-
KKK?
No, that's exactly what I was gonna get. Like when I see KK, I'm like, oop, one off from KKK.
They're just the Ku
That's
Klux.
because you're a white
KK
apologist.
is
just-
very
it's like a-
casual.
I
It's
think
like KK.
But
I
like,
think
what does it
sending-
represent? KK.
It's like
Like,
KK
you're
instead of
speaking to
like
like a 50-year-old man in like a 20-year-old body, so
I
we're
like-
still using commas and periods and everything in parentheses.
How about okie dokie?
I like, yeah, I like
Okie dokie,
okie dokie, and I
artichoke.
like okies.
yeah, Okies.
I don't like Okies.
I just
That's
feel
too
like
cute.
okay is like okay, take
too
it or
cute.
leave it, but KK is like KK.
Yeah, I think ending any text message conversation with okay is rude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think the period matters
Yeah.
that
I'm
much.
like okay, bitch.
Oh, when they just text you K?
Yeah.
The fuck do you think
Yeah,
you are?
K is not okay.
What?
KK is good.
That's
K
my
is
sister
not
right
okay.
there.
I
Like,
think-
she's always messaging me K.
any one like single worded like response back, that's the end of the conversation. Just stop. No need to reply again.
How about
It's done.
sex?
I just be like,
And then you reply when and where.
No eggplant emoji.
What about pizza?
pizza. I'll be like, what? Question mark.
Yum.
When
Wait, but what's your favorite emoji?
eggplant.
Oh, I'm sorry. More important question. What's your favorite Kimoji?
Ooh, what's the one where she's crying with that ugly face?
Ugly cry, Kim.
I have so many favorites.
She has like a chola girl with her
Present,
tattoo when you look at her.
Slutty present, Kim.
I like the waist cincher that she has.
She has an emoji.
She has
of
a
that?
waist
She has an emoji with her like bikini thong. Like, at her
Even
ankles.
in
Yeah, that's just like a stripper one. I don't
cyberspace,
understand that one.
she's waist training.
Yeah. She has a Balmain dress on there.
Yeah.
So, two things I want to ask you guys.
Is she pre-diabetic?
Two things I want to ask you guys. Your favorite emoji and your worst texting crime. Like something that's you do that's kind of annoying, but you do it anyways.
Do you want to start us off?
Oh, me?
No, make Caesar start us off.
Yeah, go.
I don't know. Let's see. My favorite emoji would probably be eggplant. My worst texting crime would be
Not texting back.
yeah, not texting back,
That's you too, Jocelyn. Just try to get away with that.
or as an extension of my worst conversation crimes, just making references no one gets. Like everything's coming up Millhouse.
That's from The Simpsons.
Definitely the ghost emoji, but like specifically the Android one where like the little hands are like close to its chest and it's
Oh, yeah,
super
that was
cute
fun, yeah.
because it's bitchy, it's sassy, and it's also kind of morbid. Like I'm gonna kill you. I use it if I'm mad at someone. I use it if I'm happy with someone. I use it if I want pizza, and I use it if I want sex. Just kidding. No. My worst
Whoa.
crime.
Oh my god, you have said that to me so many times.
Which one did I mean?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Okay, I guess my worst crime, besides like not replying to people for like days at a time, is run-on sentences, like no
Oh.
periods.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll send like a giant block of text, and it's just like
That also makes you a douchebag.
Well, I do like separate things by capitalization, so I guess I'm not that.
I have one. But it's not really texting. It's like my actual vocabulary now. I say hashtag blah blah blah.
Oh yeah,
That's great. Hashtag is like the best thing in the world.
No, I'll be like,
Hashtag
who's
love it.
hungry? Hashtag dinner.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
while I'm talking.
Yeah.
Like to my mom.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know, it's a problem. I have to go to hashtags anonymous.
So, anybody else want to share their texting crimes or?
My favorite emoji is kind of like not the side eye one that's angry, but the side eye one that it's like the slick one.
Oh yeah, I love
It's like
that one.
the
Like the half smile.
yeah,
The
it's like,
smirk.
It's
Smirk,
lippy.
so let's come over it.
That kind of looks like your face too.
it's funny because it's like you don't know if it's sexual, you don't know if it's just being slick and like throwing
It's
shade
also
or something.
kind of saying like stay pressed.
It's like
Like it has an annoying smile.
I
it's
love
like you
it.
wouldn't use it with anything. You just use it like, oh, sorry about it, and then just like, you know. But my worst texting crime, I would say, is excessively using OMG, LOL, ha ha ha.
Yeah, I love when you have to tell me like actually LOL.
Like I actually LOL. Yeah.
My favorite emoji is the monkeys. So I do the hear no evil, see no evil, whatever evil, and I'm oddly sarcastic, and people can't understand what I'm talking about because like I'm
Via text.
super. Oh yeah, via text.
I send the monkey one with the mouth when
I
I'm
hate
holding my
that one.
vomit.
I hate that.
Ew, that's,
disgusting.
that's the pervious of the emojis. The little
Not even the
monkey.
eggplant?
It's just like, no, I'd rather... The eggplant is better than that fucking monkey. It's so gross to me, I hate it. And also, I need to say that I don't recognize or speak or, like, even acknowledge the Android emojis. Like, to me, they're not...
Wow.
They don't exist.
Or
That's
the yellow
racist.
skin.
What's that?
Or the yellow
Oh, the yellow skin.
Yeah.
Android is a very popular cell phone.
No,
model.
they're awful.
You
No.
They're
cannot-
awful. They're awful.
I'm sorry, yeah.
And
I have
all
to
of the
agree.
emojis are better designed.
Hashtag team
Cameron,
pop.
what's
Not
your
true.
favorite emoji?
Have you seen the Apple Ghost emoji? It's terrible.
My
It's-
favorite...
It is. It is.
It's
kind
good.
of I don't like the Apple.
My favorite emoji is the
Wow,
baby
it's
angel.
favorite.
Baby,
Baby
angel.
angel.
Oh.
My favorite emoji, this is Carly's.
And I only do baby angels of color.
Yeah, if you don't, you're racist. My favorite emoji is the sparkling heart. For obvious reasons.
Mine
You
is-
do use that one a lot.
That
Mine
is
is the
that
la-
is how I feel inside.
Mine is the lady who's the whatever lady.
The sassy lady.
Yes, me too.
But the darkest one.
That's
Oh, and the one where she's like, with the tongue sticking
Me
out
too,
and like
yeah.
the winky face.
yeah,
And the
yeah,
eye.
yeah. That's
Those
good.
are my favorites.
So our last story of the night is something really quick that we wanted to talk about before we do our quick nerd digging questions. And basically, there is now a Quidditch beer pong set, unofficial, unlicensed, that is available for purchase. Like it, love it, and this is like the actually geek stuff of today.
I think all fraternities should be banned.
Wait, so what? It's a Quidditch set that's beer pong?
Yeah, so it comes with its own rules. It has like the little
Oops.
yeah.
I think that's cool. I mean,
Snitch.
I don't really particularly watch or care much for Harry Potter, but I think it's fine. It's cool. I guess.
I think it's stupid because Quidditch doesn't translate into beer pong.
Yeah, so
It's just
knowing
a
what I
gimmick.
know about Quidditch and knowing what I know about beer pong, how is that a game? Does anyone know
It's
what
not.
it
Beer
is?
pong is
Or
stupid.
Trick
is
shot.
there
I mean, I guess
Beer
we-
pong
or
is something
yeah.
stupid idiots made up because they have nothing else to do
Thank
because
you.
they're in a dumb fraternity.
I think
and
if
they
you want to
hate
get
their
drunk, you
lives.
just do it.
I don't know.
And
You don't need an excuse to. You
And,
don't need a game.
um,
Yeah,
you
just
don't
do
need
it.
I like it. It's fun.
Carly's idea of
I'm
fun
terrible
of
at it.
drinking
Okay.
fun is spilling red wine everywhere.
So we make
Yes, it is.
We make
Mama
fun.
doesn't get drunk; she just has fun.
We make fun cookie cutters, like nerdy cookie cutters, like like dinosaur cookie cutters. We don't need dinosaur cookie cutters, but we want
I think
dinosaur
any
cookie
excuse
cutters.
to make things
And
and,
have
sell
fun,
products
yeah.
and make money, I guess, whatever. I'm all for it.
Hashtag capitalism.
Yeah.
I don't understand any adaptation of Quidditch because the game is already so absurd. I don't understand how anyone can adapt it.
Buzzkill.
Damn.
I think, and here's what I'll say about when college, people at college sometimes play Quidditch, and they're always the most annoying people. It's like you're not fucking playing Quidditch, and it wasn't cute 10 years ago, and it's definitely not cute now.
Also-
you just think you're quirky, but you're actually just kind of.
And they always have
You
that
just can't
tattoo
get into
of
a
the
real
triangle
sports
with the circle
team.
in it.
That's the Deathly Hallows.
Yes,
and
they
that
have it.
means you actually don't like Harry Potter. Because you haven't read the fucking books if you like the Deathly Hallows.
That's
Anyhow,
creepy as fuck.
Yeah. The people that
What
are
about
playing
people with Death
Quidditch
Eater
now
tattoos?
were playing like
that makes you a
Milwaukee.
Nazi.
Yeah. Death Eaters were like fucking Nazis. They were like
Yes,
Nazis.
yes. Hey,
They're whispering here. What's going on?
we're just
They're
talking
always
about someone.
We're just talking about Nazis.
Just Nazi things.
Just little
Those
Nazi
are our
things.
Debbie, what do we call
Shadras?
them? Shadras in the corner.
I love
Judgy
doggies.
Judy's.
Judgy Judy's. Kirk and George are the
We were just
judgiest
talking
of
about
Judgy
something.
Judy's.
She's my good Judy.
No,
Yeah, so I guess we're gonna quickly move on to our quick nerd
dating?
questions, speed dating, and I mean we're gonna plan our resolutions for New Year's. Even if some of us don't want to do our New Year's resolutions.
I don't plan on living till New Year's, so
She's gonna go straight to it.
Dude, it's
YOLO.
only like 2
Got
days
some-
left.
Are you guys ready?
How's gone?
I need
I
to
was
start
born
going to
ready.
the stores.
Okay, so we're back. So what we're gonna quickly do is we're gonna I will ask a question to a friend in this group, and that friend will answer it, and then they'll pick someone else that they're interested in hearing the response from. So, and then we'll get a new question. Okay, so the first person I'll pick is let's do Jared. Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So, what fictional world would you like to live in? Go.
Okay,
We're gonna judge you
I
based on
live
answering.
in fiction land all the time, so this is like Sophie's choice here. But I would say Buffy. No, wait. Yeah, okay, Buffy. Yeah, okay.
Okay, now pick another person you'd like to hear the question.
Okay.
Answer.
Let's go with you.
Carly.
Yes,
That's
Carly.
Carly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You guys
Bitch.
have to get points.
Go, you, bitch.
That big.
As a gender pronoun, of course.
Okay, obviously, feminist utopia.
Ew.
You write that in the fantasy.
Is that a thing?
You're
Is that
gonna
real?
have to explain that.
My own
Like-
feminist utopia.
Your own. Okay, got it.
Fiction land. I'm not doing Harry Potter or whatever.
Okay, so Carly, you're gonna answer this question, and then you're gonna pass it on to someone else.
Okay.
Okay. If you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 things would you take with you?
Oh my god. Really? Okay.
Yeah, any 3 things.
She would take adult coloring books for sure.
My NSFW coloring books, obviously.
How else is she gonna
The
have
crown that Steve Harvey gave to her,
And your Bible.
What would you bring?
And my
and her
Bible.
hoverboard.
Her Bible.
Oh, it's my Bible.
She'll pray the gay way. Oh.
No, legitimately, what would I bring?
A fire starter kit, a knife.
A helicopter.
Take your
I
white
know this
privilege.
is
You'll be
either
found
being
faster.
practical
I'll
or
take my
being-
white privilege because I think I'd get a lot of sympathy for that.
You also get rescued.
I'll take my Stevie Nicks crop top that I just got.
Okay.
And obviously, I have to take my Dr. Pepper.
Oh yes.
Now, who do you want to hear this answered from?
George, obviously.
Well, obviously, I'd have to have Viola Davis there with me.
Yeah,
to
she's
comfort
not a
me.
thing.
I'm sorry.
I'm extending the definition of things to include people.
So Steve Harvey can't read, and Viola Davis is a thing. Okay.
Wow,
Thanks, George. Got
For
it.
the record, I didn't call Steve Harvey illiterate, but I
But
might
you
believe
just
it.
did.
I would probably take. I don't know. I
If
would
you
take.
don't say Carly, I will hate you forever.
Well, you're
Carly's
a thing,
a thing.
definitely.
Objectifying me, George.
I'd
She
take
likes
a
it.
raft. I'd take a lot of food, and I would take.
What food would you
Why'd you
take?
take a Why not a yacht?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not a yacht?
Because then I'd have to spring for gas.
Oh,
God.
true.
But there would be like
But then you need a
hot sailor
captain
boys on
too.
your yacht, George.
Yeah, see, that's just too complicated.
No?
A yacht's actually like 1,000 things, whereas a raft is just one. So I'll take the raft, and I'll sit at the front of the raft. Thank you. And I'll take a mojito and some
A
sunglasses.
mojito. A mojito.
Okay,
What?
George, really quickly, what fictional character would you like to live with?
Live with.
They're your roomie.
Hopefully, no one messy.
Fictional character, probably Regina George. We could call people fugly sluts together.
She's not real.
Okay, pick a person to answer a question.
Isaac.
Wait, it has to be fictional?
Yeah. They're your roomie.
Oh my god. Well, Lady Gaga's fictional because her real name is.
Shut
Oh, that was so easy. Oh,
Real life, you wouldn't choose Pusheen Cat?
no. You have to feed that little bitch.
You can feed him your food. You can feed
You
him
guys
pasta.
can eat. Well, you guys can eat bread together adorably.
But
No.
he's lazy.
No,
He's
yeah.
not going to help pay the rent.
Pusheen Cat brings in a load of cash.
But Gaga has a load more.
Oh God!
So
I
Gaga.
swear
Gaga's
to
his
God.
answer.
Okay. That was
Just put
awful. That was the worst answer ever.
That
You
violated the
suck.
spirit of that
That's
question.
Everybody here
terrible.
is just a hater because you're not as
Okay,
pretty,
if you
or
could-
as smart, or as great as me.
Whatever. If you could move to another planet, what planet would you move
Uranus.
to? He had that. Okay, pick me. Pick someone.
Wow. Speaking of Uranus, Karen, what kind of...
Does it have to be like a real planet? Or?
No, you can go to a fake planet.
Wow.
Utopia.
There is that comic book called Planet Bitch.
Planet Bitch! That's his answer!
No, I'd go to like Venus. I feel like that'd be my,
If
up
you-
my alley.
Girls are
If-
from Venus!
Women.
Now, isn't it if born under Venus, look
For
for
a
a...
penis. Oh, I said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought it was boys are from Mars and girls are from Venus.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That is true. I heard that one.
If you had a superpower,
You have a feminine, like, aura, right?
I do, yeah.
But I thought boys were from Jupiter to get more stupider.
They are. That's true. That's a
Lady
fact.
Gaga. Lady Gaga has a song called Aura. Art Pop on iTunes.
Oh, I'm sorry. There was a mistake. That's actually called Art Flop.
Art flop?
Okay, guys, so you know I am now taking applications for a new co-host on this show. I no longer need Isaac Cerna. Thank you very much.
Lady Gaga would be more than lovely to. She'd just love to apply for the position.
Shut up.
LG5, baby.
So, Cameron, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, this one's easy. I know this. Like, I have this one prepared.
Okay.
I would have the superpower of, like, at will, like, snap my fingers and...
Say boy.
I already have that superpower.
No. And you have, like, a musical dance number routine that goes with your life. So, like, sad day, it's, like, a big dramatic scene. Or,
Robbing
you
a
know.
bank.
That'd be
like,
fun.
You know,
Yeah.
very dramatic.
Uh-huh.
Great. Like,
And it's not just you, it's, like, everyone around you becomes the extras in your musical scene.
That's a good diversion. So you can rob a bank.
Oh no, it would be like you rob the bank like in a musical. So it's like West Side Story, like fight dancing.
but what if
Gay
you don't
dancing?
win?
I
And
mean,
you
gay
can-
fighting.
Wait, do you go to like dance jail and like?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Well, then it's like what's a musical in prison?
Greece?
Greece?
Yeah.
That's not in prison.
I
Does
don't
he
know.
go to prison?
You
So
like
it's like
dance
you're getting
while you're
shanked,
like.
but in song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like fun, you know.
It's like a musical dance, Prisoners from Hell, the TV show.
Okay.
I love it. It's a very camp power.
Yeah.
You're like
It's very
twirling around, carving a shank out of a toothbrush.
Maybe 60s Batman.
Yeah,
Toilet
is
wine
your
or-
aesthetic camp?
Yeah.
And your aesthetic is camp?
Yes, that's me. That's how it's
Making
up.
like toilet Pinot Noir and shit.
So pass the question on.
Okay. I would have a good answer to this. I feel like Caesar would have thought this through.
What's the question? Superpower?
Yeah, what superpower would you have?
Okay, I snap my fingers and someone is erased from our history, and the first person I would use it on is Lady Gaga.
Oh, damn. That is hateful. That is like a hate crime.
Okay,
Hate
so
crime.
he just said he wouldn't erase Hitler or like Stalin.
They
or,
served a
or like
purpose.
Trump.
But like,
So basically, Nazi.
yeah,
Death
you
Eater.
Nazi enthusiast.
So Caesar and Jocelyn are both white apologists.
Hey, Hitler and Stalin has not made my life any more difficult. Lady Gaga has.
That's awful.
White privilege.
Yeah, white privilege.
So I guess the question: if you could cosplay as any character, like you just have the costume, like poof, magically, what character would you get?
So if I have the costume, it doesn't like. So let's say if I
You don't have
choose.
to worry about money. You don't have to worry about making it. You just magically
Do I have
get
to
it.
worry about abs? Because if this transforms my body like Superman, anyone
No,
with
no,
like
no.
a six pack.
No, you have to. You have to be like.
Crap.
Yeah, you just get a cool costume,
SpongeBob.
Is it Princess Leia?
and
Is that
it's
why you're
fully
wearing?
functioning too.
Ooh, Iron Man.
Yeah,
So then I could go to wherever Lady Gaga lives and like blast her apartment. And
what is with the Lady Gaga hate? She is
I'm
a wonderful
tired
human
of
being.
hearing about her.
She has like 2
Honestly,
days to get the space, or else like
I am
She's a liar.
I am legitimately at the end of
I
my rope
apologize
about
for her
Lady
lies.
Gaga at this point.
Isaac, often when people focus a lot of hate on something, it's because they secretly love them.
So Caesar actually has a Gaga shirt under his Pusheen Cat shirt,
Exactly. Woo! Just kidding.
and it says "I heart Gaga for life."
He has Gaga phobia?
He has a Gaga tattoo. It's a tramp stamp.
Gaga-phobic.
Pass the question on.
Okay, who knows anything about cosplay? Who hasn't spoken? I don't think you have.
Oh,
Who would you cosplay?
Jocelyn?
that's a hard question for me because I love costumes so much. And it's fully functioning too. No, that's lame. I get. Wait, do I get like all their stuff too?
You're the one who posed the question.
Anything costume based. Like, you don't get witch just because you're Iron Man.
Aw.
You don't get big boobs just because you're Power Girl and you have the stupid boob window in your
Well,
costume.
does their vehicle come along with their costume? I mean, it's kind of...
No.
God damn it.
Anything that's on the person.
God, everything's worthless. I guess I just get Harry Potter and, like, the invisible cloak, because that could be helpful. I could rob, like, a bunch of things from stores.
I would challenge that. I don't really think that's part of his costume.
Oh, man.
But she said a specific cosplay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna challenge that because I think the only correct answer is Eartha Kitt as Catwoman.
Yeah.
No, Laverne Cox is Eartha Kitt as Catwoman.
Or Eartha Kitt as Yzma from The Emperor's New Groove.
That was
Those-
Eartha Kitt?
Yeah.
Those
What?
eyelashes are everything.
She was awesome as
Those eye
Running
bags.
from the movie Holes.
I know. That's
Yes.
some wild stuff.
So, before we wrap up...
I didn't answer my questions.
You didn't get the
Oh,
answer.
you didn't get a question?
turn.
I'm so sorry.
Aw.
Okay, so...
I'm so sad.
Kirk often gets left out.
It's just reality.
So, let's see. Ask me another question. I have to answer a second question, and then I'll pass off to
Ooh,
Kirk.
can we talk about sexual fantasies?
There's nothing over there. Like, go.
No.
I can't involve Lady Gaga.
You're putting me on the spot here.
Lady Gaga and peanut butter.
I don't know. What fictional universe would you like to live in?
I would probably choose... I guess the Justice League of America. I know that's so fucking lame, like, you know, like the JL world. It's just because I grew up watching that, and I think it's so neat.
You're already living with the Justice League, honey.
Yes, bitch.
Aww.
That's the name of, like, our group of compatriots.
We're a bunch
Not
of
all
nerds.
of us consented to it.
Oh. It says a little
Carly,
bitterness.
stop
there.
acting like you were forced to do it. Don't.
Now, because I wanted to answer this
Just kidding, she
question.
was forced.
Firefly, because much like the Buffyverse, I want all of my dialogue to be Joss Whedon approved, because he's a lot funnier than me.
Love it.
I didn't think if that would be possible, but yes.
Okay, Kirk, if you could have any fictional like transportation, like the Batmobile, the invisible like
Wonder Woman thing.
thing, whatever
Yeah.
ship, the Pirates of the Caribbean boat, like what would you have as your transportation?
It'd probably be like the Covenant, like starship from Halo, like that huge, just
The
like
heck?
purple. It's like this purple alien thing that looks really pretty and like majestic
What's Halo?
and regal, but it's moves super fast and it can go like across universes.
Nerd.
I love it.
So,
I'm
Wow.
kidding.
in the spirit of the nerd podcast,
Woohoo! Kirk's a nerd.
I'm the only other person that vaguely knows what that looks like.
And then
Halo by Beyonce?
okay, so we do have 3 questions that we can all just quickly answer, just one-word answers. So who's a better villain in the whole Star Wars universe? It can be anything, like...
The black and red dude.
Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
my favorite is the one, that lady that has a bunch of lightsabers.
Oh,
Asajj
Yeah.
Ventress.
Yeah,
she's-
Ventress.
She's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Jar Jar Binks.
The true villain. That way.
I like Lord
totally
Sidious,
looks like a penis.
and I don't know the new Lord, like evil guy's name, but I think he's awful because he looks like a giant baby. So I like Lord Sidious way better.
Darth Maul. Darth Maul.
George Lucas, because he made the movies.
What's that really big, fat, squishy guy like
Oh,
in the
yeah,
first
that's,
one?
Oh, Jabba.
Jabba.
Yes,
Oh, that-
yes.
I want to be a sex
Jabba's
slave.
my favorite.
I think that's just.
I mean, I could agree
George
that
Lucas.
that joke is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's
Give me a
gross.
camera.
It's super sexual, nasty.
Exactly. He changed
That was
people.
the only time
slaves.
George Lucas got to be in the film. That's
Go.
really
Where's the line? Go. One-word answers.
Worst villain?
Yes.
As in, like, most despicable
No,
or
like,
shittiest?
who's the better villain? Like, who's the nastiest of the villains?
Like,
Darth Maul.
I don't know. Like, Vader cut off his own son's hand.
Okay,
That's
not
some
pretty
bullshit.
hardcore.
Yeah, but
Should I
Kylo
spoil
Ren
what
killed
happened?
his-
Yeah.
Don't spoil. Some
Don't
people haven't seen
spoil.
the
No,
movie.
I'm sorry. If you haven't seen it yet, that's on you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's
on you,
2 weeks.
bro.
It's been a month
I'm
almost.
never
I
gonna
know.
see it, and I know what happens.
Okay. Finish quickly. Go.
He cuts off his son's hand.
Okay. Next question from Ian: dodgeball or baseball? No, what kind of-
Dodgeball.
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 Neither. I
Dodgeball.
object to sports and hypermasculinity.
The last question from Stephanie: would you go to Narnia?
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
I don't want Mr. Thomas to like.
Am I in
Brittany.
position of power
He's
or not?
creepy.
Wait. I want to be
I get to
ice
be the
queen.
ice queen then.
Yes.
You're already an ice queen.
I want some white, like, what do you call them?
No eyebrows.
I want to be
White
Tilda
extensions?
Swinton.
Yeah.
Can I be
Ooh,
Tilda
if I get to
Swinton?
be Tilda Swinton.
Every time I walk into Jocelyn's closet, I feel like I'm in Narnia.
But I don't have to be a fucking annoying British kid, do I?
Ice
like
queen.
that's what it really
Ice
depends
queen.
on.
Ice queen for the win.
Ice Queen.
I like Aslan too.
Jesus? You mean
lion?
Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus. You
It's
mean
very religious.
G-E... Wait, what
J-E-Z-E-E-Z-U-S.
Yes.
My bad. We have
Jesus
one
is
last
never
question.
Jesus. There you go. Jesus.
I heard Jesus.
And I
was
like
gender
this.
fluid.
If you had to die in a natural disaster,
Oh no.
what natural disaster would you like to die?
Tornado fire. Or fire tornado.
Cyclone, because
Sharknado.
What about like the giant whirlpool? But like, where they like cater to all your needs before the end of your life.
A winter storm.
I would
the
like the
Little Mermaid.
Titanic if I was on the top deck. If I was like the rich people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, we're gonna shut the gates on the poor people.
That's not a natural
I
disaster.
want to be preserved
Iceberg.
in a lava flow like the people of Pompeii. Like, but I want like
That's so
strike
sad.
a cool pose before it's gone.
It's dramatic.
I was gonna say Kirk's hair when he dyed it red. That was a real mess.
Just for that, that's what's gonna happen to your hair. I'm gonna dye it red.
What are we gonna do our resolution?
I guess a drought.
A drought.
Oh my god. That's how we're gonna die.
Exactly.
That would be
To
so
California.
Yeah.
Too real.
I want like
A drought while an earthquake
paleontology-
is happening.
Wait, is cancer one?
No.
Oh my god.
This is
Your
horrible.
face
This is horrible. No, wait.
is awful.
I feel like I know this is horrible. I told my parents this, but I feel like it's just like
Isaac, we've heard this before.
Inevitable.
That's it.
We're done. We're done.
Done.
Bad juju.
Trigger
That's-
warning. Stop.
I
We're done.
You don't want people hearing that, Isaac.
Wait, New Year's resolutions or not?
Yeah, can we do?
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yes. Can I do it?
Yes, go for it.
Since she's-
Okay, Carly here. My New Year's resolution is
She's had the same one.
my New Year's resolution is new hair, new me.
Ooh, I like that.
Because Kirk's gonna dye my hair
With Kool-Aid.
lavender tips.
Yes. Go.
New Year's resolution. I'm probably. I don't know. I've made one. I've thought of not drinking anymore for this whole year, but then I'm like, that's
No.
hard.
No, we're drinking tomorrow, bitch.
I know, that's why, I'm just gonna
Exactly.
get all my drinking done and then leave it in 2015 and never again.
Nope.
I'm drinking cranberry cocktail because I really want to lose 5 pounds.
Oh my god, you don't have to lose 5 pounds.
Mine's
10
similar. In 2016, I want a flatter stomach and a bigger butt.
Oh my god. So you're what? So you're one of those basic girls. I've seen it all over
Yeah.
my news feed.
Basic
since I
girls
was
don't
little.
exist, just misogyny.
I'm
He's
a
also selling
basic
tea
bitch.
boxes on
Basicness
Instagram.
exists.
That
I
was
want
a
to
Mean
be the
Girl
new
reference.
Tila Tequila. Okay.
Okay, moving on. We're gonna ignore everything Isaac says from here on out.
I want to. Okay, first of all, I think New Year's Eve or New Year's resolutions are arbitrary and lame. Like nobody ever follows them. But gun to my head, I would work less hours.
Yes, put your
Mine is to
Wait,
put more
yes.
guns to people's heads. That's really weird. I'm like,
I'll just start putting
And
guns
Cameron
in
just to work more hours on the corner.
That's
In
true.
No work,
2016,
less hours
I
in the
really
corner.
want
You
to
can
gain
work
more
more.
insight from my hero, New York, Tiffany Pollard.
She's gonna be on
She's going to be on Celebrity Big Brother UK edition, and I'm so going to watch.
Yes.
She's a mess.
My New Year's resolution is to get more than 5 people listening to this podcast.
That's so funny. That's my New Year's resolution too.
We just don't listen to it right now.
Well, I was on it.
And also,
It's right there, right?
and then also actually do my cosplay in advance and not do it shittily like the day before.
Always
That's not gonna
important.
happen.
That never
That's why they're
happens.
New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. They're not supposed
I'm
to
not even
happen.
gonna stop.
I'm
drinking.
always
I'm legit new hair, new me though.
I'm always
Well, no, you're gonna do
strapping
it, like,
foam
the
to you at 9 in the morning while you yell at me. I'm like,
You're not going to
I
enter.
can totally see that happening.
I'm ignoring.
happened multiple
Okay,
times.
okay, whatever. So, I guess that concludes our friend cast. I hope you liked our show, and you can catch us every. Well, we're not going to promise you anything.
Follow me on Instagram.
Listen for this long, good for you.
Occasionally, we'll do it on Tuesdays, sometimes Wednesdays. Just check in every week and see if we do something. We're kind of lazy like that.
It's our marketing
Put us on
strategy.
your notifications. It'll just pop up, boom.
Find us on Craigslist.
Join us for ice cream at Corky's. That was my plug.
You can follow this podcast at. You can follow this podcast on YouTube, Fairly Average, as well as like our Facebook page, Fairly Average Facebook, and then you can follow Caesar at Skippy the Ninja, Isaac at I Am Vamp, and myself at 90s Geek.
And don't forget Miles and Thread.
And Miles and Thread sometimes. And do you guys want to plug yourselves in? Any followers?
Ethereal Bread, Instagram, Snapchat, Grilled Sleaze. I got
Where
that
can we
mixed
find
up.
you, Carly? Oh, actually, I do have a real legit plug. Carly is actually a blogger, and she writes amazing feminist pieces, which you definitely should check out. So, where can we read your stuff?
Well, other than just goddess things,
She just threw up a gang sign for this.
She put in the blood sign.
Yeah.
It was the fertility.
It was the fertility sign.
fertility
It was the,
Which is also a blood sign.
yeah.
which is
I'm
also the
gonna say,
middle finger.
Hey, this is real.
You're like, focus.
No, you can find me at it's an awful name. It's called Urge, but it's called Choice Words blog.
So it's urge.com
You can go to urge.com or you can search Choice Words blog.
on Google.
Carly
or...
Town. That cool lady.
And we'll put a link. We'll put a link on the Facebook page.
Definitely.
Carly will link you up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, get an urge for Urge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verb.
So, we'll catch you guys next year. This is our last podcast
Happy
of the year.
2015, baby.
Bye. Wait, how do you stop this? How do you stop this?
Are we still rolling?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Still a
still
thing.
rolling.
That was fun. That was actually